Well, hello there. Good evening, or good morning. Welcome back to a Goldlocked Classic. And, well, you can see in the title, it's getting hard. We'll talk about what's been going on over the last week since I was last streaming in a minute. But for now, we got Chunky Druid Boy just followed over on Twitch. Thank you very much. Glad to have you here. Big Burrito Boy. Big Burrito, is that a new pet I see? Is Burrito Boy no more? It is a new pet. It is a new pet. It's one of the many things that I've been working on over the last week. But Burrito Boy is stabled. So we still got him. We haven't lost him, but he's in the stables at the moment. He's been benched in favour of Bear here. Because Bear can learn some different abilities, which hopefully are going to help us out. And that's all part of the stuff that we'll talk about. As we go on, Arthas should say that things are looking bad. Lands. That is a fantastic stream title, and I am probably going to steal it. Thank you. Yeah, so for people who weren't here last stream, we spun the wheel. We spun the wheel, and we had 4 options. We had Wetlands, which we had our fingers crossed for. We had Westfall, we had the Badlands, and we had Redridge. And all of those zones were really good zones for gold farming, apart from the Badlands. And as luck would have it, even though we had a 1 in 5 chance because of the viewer vote, we did roll for the Badlands. And the Badlands is a level 35 plus zone. And as you can see, we're quite a way off that. We're doing better. We were level 24, so we gained a few levels. But we're kind of restricted. Because for those of you that don't know, we only have 3 zones unlocked. Dunmoreau, Lochmadan, and Elwyn Forest. And we unlock new zones by paying a gold toll. And in order to spin the wheel again, we need to pay 100 gold. So we paid 75 gold for the pleasure of being able to access the Badlands. Thankfully, we can go back to old zones. Otherwise, we would be a little bit screwed right now. So that's why we're in Lochmadan. ANS, Bear better get a fluffy name though, like pronto. Bear, I'm sure Bear will get a name, a proper name, one befitting his stature. That's actually one of the channel rewards. If you're over on Twitch, that you can exchange your channel gold for. You can name a pet. So Big Burrito named our boar previously. Our boar called Burrito Boy. So yeah, if you wanna name Bear, then yeah, you just got to pay 1,000 channel gold, which isn't too hard to get. We'll do some predictions, which is kind of a little form of gambling, but not with money. To try and get some more later. Arcanol, good day to you. Good day to you. How's it going? So we're going to be doing a couple of things today, and whilst we're doing those couple of things, I'll talk to you about what I've been doing for the last week in the challenge, and what we're going to be doing in the future as well. So very first thing we're going to be doing is I have actually not done this, considering I've been doing this for like a couple of months, this challenge now. I've actually not done a key part of gold farming, which is dual gathering. So I've just picked up herbalism. I already had mining, but to be able to use them both in the Badlands, they need to be, I think, 150. So we're just getting our herbalism and our mining up to 150. But actually, there's some really, really lucrative dual gathering farms here in Lochmadan. So we're going to do a little bit of that, and we're going to see how much we can pull in per hour. Koshi, feel like this might be a situation where you need a new rule, like pay double to re-roll or something. Yeah, I'll talk about that. We're going to be sticking to the rules. That's the kind of headline. We are going to be sticking to the rules, but I think there's ways that we can creatively work within the rules to do well. One of them is by leveling up and actually being able to use, being able to actually go into Badlands. But predictions are blocked. Are they? Predictions blocked? Is that like on YouTube? Because they seem to be working right on Twitch. Curious. Arcanol, you're a little ill, but soldiering through. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of that at the moment. It's that kind of time of year. But hope you're feeling better soon. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I can always go to the Badlands later. Right, I'm going to talk and farm. So we're going to start the stopwatch, and I'm just going to see what we can pull in an hour. We've only got a couple of things in the bags. We otherwise got pretty empty bags. So, Arcanol, you're right. You're right. We can always go to old zones. So we're gradually unlocking the map. So we have Dunmoreau, Elwyn and Lochmadan unlocked, and they will remain unlocked, and we can go back there, we can farm them, we can do whatever we want with unlocked zones. So although we rolled Badlands, you know, theoretically we could just farm in our existing 3 zones. I don't want to exclusively do that because I think it's more interesting to try and work within the new zone, but I am certainly going to need to use the old zones, not only for a bit of gold making, but also for gaining levels. Because, like I say, we were 11 levels below. We're now only 8 levels below, so we're making progress. I think I need to get to probably level 31 to be able to, you know, even think about taking a mob on in a 1v1 in the Badlands, but ideally we want to be a lot higher than that. So we've got a little way to go before we can really survive in the new zone. But what I'm doing is I'm kind of splitting my time between leveling, and I'll talk about how I'm leveling in a second, and doing some, you know, gold farming in the old zones. Because, I mean, theoretically, you know, the optimal thing would probably just to be to focus on leveling and get to Badlands as quick as I can, but the leveling is quite repetitive. We've only got a couple of things open to us, so it's nice to just mix it up, do a little bit of like we're doing now, you know, trying out some different farms, doing some dual gathering here. So the way, ANS for certain countries, predictions are blocked for certain countries. I presume because they are considered gambling, which is fair enough. Even though I don't think there's any way for it to involve any money, because it's purely channel points, which are kind of their own thing. But yeah, I know some countries have got pretty strict gambling rules. So, Noshi21, how am I leveling? Wow, good question. So, we were level 24 last Saturday when we last streamed and when we did the wheel spin. So, we were level 24. So, what we could do is we could go up here to the Mogrosh Stronghold, where there are elite ogres. Because the ogres are generally between level 18 and 20. And we can get experience from mobs for about 6 levels above them. So up until level 26, 27, we could farm those ogres for experience. So first thing I did was I went there and I did exactly that. I killed loads of ogres, got up to about halfway to 26, and then to be honest, the experience gain really dropped off. There was a lot of level 18 ogres, so wasn't getting a huge amount. I wasn't getting any experience from them, and yeah, the leveling really slowed down. So about halfway to level 26, I decided to change it up and go to the stockades. And thing is, one of the rules of the challenge is we can't farm in groups. So I suppose theoretically there is a little bit of wiggle room there. You know, if we didn't like loot anything, we could join a group and go through the stockades. But as much as possible, I just want to do everything solo, completely solo. So I went into stockades and just started soloing it. And it's doable. It's doable. I can kill, you know, as long as it's just one mob at a time, I can kill them pretty reliably. But as soon as I start taking on 2 mobs, and I certainly can't take on 3, then it becomes a bit dicey. So we've been doing that. We've been doing stockades for the last 2 levels, and it's been going pretty good. I've gotten pretty good at killing the elites. There's a little trick. Maybe I'll show you a little bit later if we pop back to Stormwind. Been doing a little trick on the stairs where you can like basically infinitely avoid the mobs, but you kind of have to time it perfectly. So even with that little trick, you can't take on more than 2, maybe 3 if you're really good, before, you know, it just becomes like a war of attrition. So that's what I've been doing, but it's been slow going, to be honest. I've put in about 12 hours, I think, and gained 3 levels. So we're talking about 4 hours a level, which is, you know, it's classic WoW. Leveling's never quick, but yeah, it's a little bit painful. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of being smart, getting a load of rested XP, going back, and then just gold farming in the other zones in between. So that's what we're doing. So as you can see, I've pretty much used up all of my rested experience at the moment. So we're just going to get a little bit of gold and also get our professions up, so that we are ready to take on the Badlands. Yeah, and that's kind of you guys up to date. So that's the challenge. Yeah. How are you guys doing? Hopefully not too many people feeling ill at the moment. And yeah, Arcanol. If I can get to like 29 or 30, I should be able to turn the first mobs in the Badlands red. Yeah, I think that's right. I think the lowest they go to is 35. So yeah, level 30 is kind of the real minimum. So once I hit 30, I'm going to try it out. I'm going to head over there, see if I can take one of them on. Even so, you know, I don't know how quick we're going to be able to actually gain experience and take down mobs, but you know, we'll give it all a go. What about the tunnels outside Noma? What about the tunnels outside Noma? I haven't been to Nomagon for ages. Like, are there level appropriate mobs there? Do you guys know what level they are? And are they elites? Because if there's just like some level 28s or something, just regular mobs, that would be fantastic. If they are elites, that's fine too, but we'll probably stick with stockades for a little bit to get a high enough level. Because you really want to have like 2 or 3 levels on an elite mob at least. But yeah, what level are they? They go up to level 29, and are they elites or are they just regular mobs? Because if they're regular mobs, that changes everything. Because I'd thought about going to Noma, obviously, but I presumed that would just be, you know, in the dungeon, like level, I don't know, whatever the level are, they are, 28 to 30 elite mobs. So I thought I wouldn't be able to go there. There are some elites, but not all. Well, this could well be a game changer. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna look this up in a second. Just gonna get away from these enemies. Only a few quest mobs are. Interesting. Okay. Well, we might park the dual gathering a bit quicker than intended if that's the case. That's fantastic. So I've been killing like 1 level 23 elite at a time to get some experience at the moment. Arcanal, you're looking up now. Okay. I appreciate it. Let me know what you find. Yeah, it's hard to find the info. It's amazing that even though Classic has been out, you know, for so long, like 20 plus years now, the finding information on Classic WoW is actually surprisingly difficult. I mean, WoWHad does a good job, but it's just, yeah, such a big game. Yeah, best bet's just to go there. 100% Noshi will, yeah, we will. Even if it's not, like, it's worth looking into. Yeah, because at the moment I'm literally, like, going into stockades, like, pulling like I say, 1 mob at a time, getting about 300 experience, which is fine, but it's less than 1% of a level. So it is slow going. So if there's some like level 28, 29 mobs, that would just be, that'd be paradise. Yeah, we will definitely scout it out. Yeah, 100%. That's well worth looking into. Okay. Well, my plan was to do an hour of dual gathering because I didn't think we had a good alternative, but I don't think we'll go that long. I think we'll do, I don't know, we'll do 20 minutes of dual gathering because I do want to just see what the gold per hour is, because I can just multiply up. So we'll do another 8 minutes or so, and then yeah, heck, let's head over there. Lol, Pathologic said the same thing about finding info on classic zones in retail. Oh yeah, I was watching his stream. I think it was yesterday. Yeah, he was saying like you type in like classic WoW retail or like classic WoW zones in retail, and obviously it just shows you classic. Yeah, I can confirm I've fallen prey to the exact same thing, where I've been like researching stuff only to later realise that I was looking on the retail version, or I'd somehow like accidentally clicked on like the archived Burning Crusade or Kata part of Wowhead. That's the downside of having so many game modes. Just the first part for the keycard quest. Also the Tinkertown quest to get the robot item from a mob in the entrance. Yeah, there are loads of Noma quests, aren't there? So my Hearthstone is set to Stormwind, so we could half there. Grab. Wait, are there quests in Stormwind for it? 24 Robo Mechanical Guts. That might be appropriate. We might be able to do that. Or maybe we just go straight to Ironforge. OMG, it's default. Love the username. When's the next video coming? Want to see the 100 gold challenge? Obviously, it'll probably take longer. Yeah, it probably will. My sort of... I'm trying to keep a sort of upload schedule of once a month. Because I think that's realistic to actually do all the gameplay, write and edit and publish the video. Obviously with a full-time job, that's kind of sustainable for me. So yeah, probably be in the new year, unless we get like insanely lucky somehow. But yeah, probably be in the new year. But yeah, cheers for the videos. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thanks for watching them. That's what makes it all worthwhile. Ooh, TechBot is at level 26 elite. A lot of good greens. A good blue BOE two-handed sword. That amazing. Okay. Yeah, we'll definitely give him a go if we can. If he's not too hard to get to. Because I've never had a blue item drop in this challenge, so that first one is going to be awesome. I don't know if it's even possible to get a blue item in Lochmadan. The TechBot memory core quest in Tinkertown. Yeah, I've seen it. I haven't accepted it because I don't think I realised how close TechBot was to the entrance. But yeah, if you're saying it's doable, then we'll pick it up. We'll pick up all the Noma quests and give them a go. Why not? Oh, this is fantastic, because I was just gonna be like farming stockades for like the next 16 hours to get to a high enough level. So this is a big win. I tell you what, the best, Wowhead is good. Wowhead's really good, and I really appreciate the people who make it. But the best source of WoW info is like crowdsourcing it from WoW players. You can't beat that. Oh, and if anyone's wondering, I am still hoarding copper ore. I think I'm up to about 600 of it. So the hoarding is going well. The thing is, Burning Crusade doesn't drop till like mid-January, or the pre-patch doesn't, so we've kind of timed it, I would say, poorly in that if it dropped a month earlier, so like if it dropped a few days ago, we probably could have just bypassed the Badlands entirely, because we'd have had enough gold to spin a new zone straight away, I reckon. Just because of how much wealth I'm hoarding at the moment. Hoping, really hoping that the value skyrockets in a few weeks. Dual crafting is such an odd profession. I'm surprised it's not in vanilla. You know what? I was actually thinking that. Like, there's just no way to reliably obtain jewellery. Other than drops, obviously. But, like, you can make things for literally every other slot. You can make ammo and bags and enchants and everything. But you can't make jewellery, because it's such a limited item in the game. Although, speaking of jewellery, got something nice to show you. In our in our Stockades farms, 2 Defias Renegade rings dropped. So that's +6 agility, +6 stamina, which is massive, because I've never had a ring drop before either. So they were a nice little boost. So we're pretty well kitted out. I think apart from my axe, because I haven't learned blacksmithing, we've more or less got like the best in slot item in pretty much every slot at the moment, which is really satisfying. It kind of reminds me of Season of Discovery, when the level cap was 25 and getting best in slot was actually a really achievable goal. Like, you had to put some time into it, but it wasn't nearly as crazy as it is at endgame. Okay, went a little bit over the timer, but that's fine. So I just want to see how much, because I was sort of gathering here, just trying to get my herbalism up earlier, and I realised that actually some of these items were selling for a nice chunk of change. So I just wanted to see what my actual gold per hour would be if I just dual gathered, because I've not actually done it, which is a bit crazy. So what we got? We got 26 Briarthorn, which are worth about 10 silver each, and I have been selling them for about 10 silver. So, wow, that's 2.6 gold, just with them. Swift Thistle, 8 of them. I've been selling them for about 16 silver, I think. So 8 16s are 1.28 gold. Bruiseweed, so I've been selling it for about 3 silver, so that's about 30 silver. Copper ore, who knows, I'm hoping to sell it for 10 silver, maybe a bit more when Burning Crusade drops. That might be optimistic, because I think a lot of people have got the same idea, especially because I keep talking about it, which is probably not ideal. But anyway, if I sold it at current prices, I'd get 30 silver for those 20. Rough stone, not worth selling. Tin ore, worth about 4 silver each. Coarse stone sells really well for about 4 or 5 silver a piece. Shadow gem, they're worth about 10 silver each. We've got 2 of them. So, geez. So if that's like a representative... Oh, and I'm Peace Bloom and Mage Royale, not worth it. If that's representative of what you can farm in an hour, because we just did 20 minutes. So we got about 5.4 golds worth of materials there. So if we did a whole hour of that, we'd be getting what? 16 gold an hour? Jeez. That's mad. Okay, well, there's a very clear path out of the Badlands, I can tell you. And it doesn't actually involve going to the Badlands. So I'm definitely going to be doing more of that. For now, let's chuck these in the bank and let's get some Noma quests. And let's see if we can find some level appropriate mobs. King's Honor to you too. That's fine, that's enough. Oh, while we're here, I'll show the. I'll quickly just jump in the stockades just for one kill. Just if anybody doesn't know about the little trick in the stockades to help you solo it. Cause you can get some pretty good drops from it. And I think mages do this more often than hunters. But this is what I've been doing. So I wait for this guy, because I don't think there's much randomness. Seems to be pretty consistent. That guy starts up here, that prisoner, he starts walking away. You can have track humanoids on to see when he starts walking back. You can tag this guy, put trap down, do whatever you like. But if you sort of stand here on the edge of the stairs and then move over to the other side like so, something very weird happens. So let's pull this guy and I'll show you what I mean. So standing here, he runs up to get us, yeah, normal. If I go over here, he doesn't just run over to us like you would expect. He runs all the way down the stairs. And if we time it right, which I'm not at the moment, because I'm not paying full attention, but if we time it right, we can basically avoid all of his attacks. And you can use this to, like, I've taken on 3 enemies at a time, but it's really hard to do that. You kind of just want to get them one at a time. The only annoying thing is they run behind the like instance portal, and I can't attack them until they come back. My pet can follow them, but then I can't loot them. He's escaping. Yeah, I don't know why the guards don't deal with it, because they're just standing up there, right? No, she over on Twitch now. Good old classic pathfinding. I know, right? It's pretty good. So this is what I've been doing for like a lot of hours. It's just taking on mobs one at a time. Oh, that's why he turned back. Yeah, smart. He was like, yeah, freedom, and then he just saw all of these Alliance guards level 45, and he was like, yeah, I'll take my chances with the level 27 hunter, actually. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. I was spending a lot of time in the stockades. Maybe too much time, to be honest. That's why I need to mix it up. But if you guys are right about Noma, then this is going to be a game changer. But it's good because I've done a couple of the quests. I was actually able to solo the the woolen bandana quest that you get over here, and the one from the Warden, which is about killing so many of each type of Defias. So they were a nice chunk of experience, I think about 5 or 6k total. No, Twitch is a better viewing experience. Fair enough. That's why I go live on both. Some people prefer YouTube, some people prefer Twitch. YouTube has just put this new feature out where, so they always had it, but they've made it better, where you can multi-stream to both vertical and like horizontal views simultaneously.
Very well then.
So I'm trying it out, because I tried it out before to do it manually with the old system, and it didn't work so well. So if you're watching on YouTube Shorts, then well, say hi. I don't actually, I presume all of the chat just gets merged into one, because it only shows for me as one stream. So hopefully I'm not missing any comments. Oh, hopefully we don't miss the tram. Oh no, oh that was such bad timing. That was such bad timing. Where are the stairs? I did that yesterday and I jumped and I got onto the last carriage as it went, and it was so cool, and I'm going to put that in the video, but I'm not going to put this one in the video because that was just sad. Can't put both. Yeah, I'll put the good one to show my skills, and then I'll put the bad one. Well, I could probably put a montage of bad ones. But you do think, what are the odds of entering at just the moment where the tram leaves? Like, we couldn't have timed that any worse. Isn't it super odd watching WoW content in the phone aspect ratio? Wouldn't you rather tilt your phone for widescreen even on phone? Yeah, well, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I'll be honest, it makes me sound quite old when I say this, but I don't really get, like, YouTube Shorts. I mean, I get them as a concept, but for the content that I like, I think Shorts just doesn't really work for me. I'm not very good at... I've made a few, and I'm sure they're fine. Can we spot Nessie? No. But yeah, for live. But I've seen a lot of streamers are going live on YouTube Shorts now. So I was like, well, I'll give it a go, because they keep bringing out all this new functionality. So I kind of try everything at least once. If it works, it works. But yeah. Yeah, half the screen would be cut off. Yeah, and on the YouTube, on the new feature, so previously if you did it manually, you could set up so you had two views. So, because at the moment the phone will only show like the center third of the screen if you're watching it on a short, whereas when I was doing it manually, you could move stuff around. So I could have, like, you know, my bags would show here, maybe my character name would show at the top, I could have the map in view, so I could kind of move stuff around. Whereas with this, I don't think I can. Are we going to be killing Thermoplug anytime soon? No, but we got the space in our quest log, so...
Need assistance? Alrighty then.
Okay, I don't think there's any more Noma quests here. Alright, I'm like incredibly pumped for this. If this works, this is probably going to save me hours of farming. And even if it doesn't work, like, it was worth looking into. Some people don't like holding their phones horizontal because their fingers cover part of the screen. Okay, yeah, I can see that. See, I travel a lot, so I spend a lot of time on, like, trains and that. So I like always watching stuff horizontal on my phone. But maybe I've just got the knack to keep my fingers out of the way. There are a ton of humanoids in the entrance, so a lot of cloth and stuff will drop. Nice, we love humanoids. Humanoids have the best loot tables. Gear and cloth. And occasionally, a lot of other random stuff as well. Like trade goods. So yeah, humanoids are awesome. Oh, I've got a couple of little quests. They're only like breadcrumb quests, but we'll hand them in as we're going this way. In theory, you could go down there with a rogue and pickpocket the days away. Yeah, rogue is definitely a good class to do this kind of challenge with, as Pathalerix is proving to us. Druid as well for jewel gathering, and the ability to stealth. But yeah, I was like, I could go for one of the optimal classes. I could, but I'm going to be spending a lot of hours on this, and it might be controversial. I just don't really enjoy rogues. Just never been my class personally. I've always preferred a ranged class. So I've always played casters, really. Always preferred mage, but I do like a hunter. So I was like, if I'm going to be spending a lot of hours on this character, I'm going to pick a class I like over a class that is optimal. So it was between hunter and mage, but I was like, I've spent a lot of time. A lot of time on mages, so we'll switch it up and go hunter. Was my thinking. But yeah, not having access to pickpocket, there's definitely a lot of farms in every zone that yeah, we're just not getting access to. Hunters still pretty optimal. Yeah, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. You know, given that one of the rules is, yeah, like you say, soloing, they're fantastic. They are really, really good, solid class to go for. It was a difficult decision. Yeah, mage wouldn't have been bad either. Mage would have been really good because mages can AoE farm once they get to a certain level. You know, once you've got Blizzard and probably Frost Nova. Whereas hunters really shine one-on-one. I mean, I can take down any single mob pretty quickly, but as soon as there's multiple mobs, you have to really think about a lot of different things. So yeah, mage would have been good. And mage was definitely, it was 50-50 between hunter and mage. Should we see if Timber's up for old time's sake? No. Those are the two wolves that kind of bodyguard him. So he's not with them, so he's not up. Right, the search for Incendite. This is a mining quest. Oh, they're found in the wetlands. Darn. I long for the day that I can enter the wetlands. It's going to be such a good day. Oh, grab some copper ore. Why not? See, there's a quest over here, a couple of quests as well, but they're... Okay, this is the moment of truth. The Noma entrance. I can't believe I've never been here. I've spent quite a lot of time in this area, in like the above ground part of Noma. But it never really occurred to me to go deeper into it. If there are level 28s, this guy's about to have a bad surprise. Oh, this is it, guys. This is it. Moment of truth. Oh, level 24. Okay. Okay. That's promising. There are a lot of more. There are a lot of mobs and they can spawn pretty fast. Oh my gosh, look at this. A level 25 regular mob. 2 of them. And there's probably going to be more downstairs. Oh, this is such a good find. This is such a good find. I wish I had my boar. Oh my gosh, I miss having a level appropriate fight. Oh, I can't believe this. Thank you so much. I don't know. Oh, look at this. 250 experience each. This is... that's not far off what I was getting from the stockades. Right. Noshi. You are the MVP. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. Right, let's... hopefully there are more down here. Jackpot? Yeah. You can say that again. Okay, these guys just came through and killed them, but... wow. It truly is Christmas. It truly is. Oh, this is such a win. Okay, level 24 elite. Okay, that's not a bad thing. And looks like these guys can be used to finish off some quests. So they drop the guts and they can help me fill the collection vial. Amazing. Oh, this is a game changer. And they're not instanced as well. That's the big thing with stockades. You've gotta like reset it every so often because you get to a point where you can't really do too much. Okay. Right, I need to fill this vial. Oh, is that it? That's it. That's a quest done. Awesome. Nice. Oh, this is great. I'm going to try and... what I really want to do is... ideally, I want the non-elite mobs. Because they only give... elite mobs only give about 50% more experience, which does sound a lot, but they're way harder to kill. So, if those regular mobs back there respawn really quick, I'll probably just farm them. Oh, grime-encrusted objects. Somewhere there's a place to put that into a thing, isn't there? Yeah, it's near to Iron Forge, so easy selling. Yeah, very true, very true. Yeah, it's nice seeing an alternative place to level instead of following the path. Well, I tell you what, that's really what all this is about. What on earth? Is this collection vial hurting me? I think it is. Oh well, we can kill the elites for the quest items anyway. My bear's hurting me? Oh, was that my bear attacking me? What's happening there? Oh, I got the wrong buff on. Oh, he had a debuff that does AoE damage. I see. I see. Man, I really fudged that fight. It's a good job this is not hardcore. Oh, silk cloth. Oh, you got some training points to spend. Get some armor and some stamina. They're pretty no-brainers. And then, do these guys do nature damage? In which case... Oh, he got irradiated. It's a debuff that does AoE damage within a radius of... Right, got you. Okay. We just need to be mindful of that then. I'm surprised these guys take damage from my serpent sting. I thought they'd be immune to it. Oh, big burrito with 75-bit cheer, sending love. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We always appreciate that. Oh, and we, oh gosh, what am I doing? Last stream we hit the, we hit our sub goal, so, we've unlocked some more emotes over on Twitch, which is awesome. I just need to now actually create the emotes. We've got another animated one, and another static one. And the animated ones are what it's all about. Oh, man. Well, I was hoping there was more regular mobs, but, you know, it's still a good area. Just see if now that big group's gone. Whether there are more mobs up here. Doesn't look like it, unfortunately. I suppose there are a lot of people sort of constantly coming and going, so they probably just kill these regular mobs pretty constantly. That's fine, we can stick with the elites. Still pretty good area, and especially because they've got a couple of quests that they contribute to. Keep forgetting this isn't retail and there aren't like maps for every area. Should probably switch back to my boar if I'm gonna do this, but bear will do for now. Nearly got me. Oh, my fire trap went. So I keep running back like there's a step thing like there is in stockades. That's the one thing I'm missing right now. Okay, what do we think, guys? Is this a good place to level? Oh, where is TechBot? Looks like TechBot's to the right of me. Oh, Arcanor, yeah, he's down to the right. Okay, cool. We'll head down that way. We'll see if we can do that. That's another quest in the bag if we can. To the north of me. Yeah, up here. Okay, cool. Oh, jeez. Okay, these guys are back spawning and my pet has no health, so this could be interesting. It's working, it's local to Ironforge. Yeah, very true, very true. Oh dear. Oh man. Yeah, if you guys could take out some of these guys, that would be much appreciated. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm playing like an absolute noob at the moment. Oh, damn it. Let's run. And hope these guys can't use lifts. Oh, I ran at exactly the wrong time there. Oh well, at least I got a kill in. Oh, yeah. Oh, we respawn in Caneros? Jeez. Oh, that is punishing. That is truly punishing. Yeah, we gotta lock in, I think. We gotta pay attention. It's interesting because I've been, like I said, I've been doing stockades for so long. I've kind of got the tactics of that down now. As soon as you go into something different, I think you just get a bit confident. I'm like, yeah, I can take on an elite, no problem. It's like, yeah, I can take on an elite when I've got a trap down and my pet's at full health and I can zigzag across the stairs. Yeah, but I want to see how quick those non-elite mobs respawn, because they're really what I want. Like, I'll do the quests and I'll kill the elites and that, but ultimately what I really want is I want some level appropriate regular mobs, because we can farm probably 2 or 3 times quicker, experience farm that is, for regular mobs. BB Morty, greetings Tomlin. Things are looking bad. You're too creative to hit a wall. You'll find something. Yeah, thank you, and welcome back. Welcome back. Good to have you back. Yeah, I think things are tough. That's for sure. But yeah, we've already in the. I can't take any credit for it. But Noshi reminded us that there are some regular mobs in the halls to Nomagon. So we're farming there. It's actually not as bad as it looks. I know I'm doing a very long corpse run at the moment. But that is because I was not locked in paying attention. But we're going to focus on the non-elites now. And we're going to see how much experience we can get. Because I reckon this is a very good zone. Do these guys have strong items on their loot table? That is a really good question, to which I don't actually know the answer. I know that they're humanoids. So they drop cloth. They drop silk cloth, actually, which we've not had before. You get the odd, like, one or two in the stockade, but it's mostly wool. So they drop silk cloth, so that's good. That's the only decent drop I'd say we've got at the moment, but we did only just get here, so yet to be seen. Right. So yeah, this is the problem. There's loads of level appropriate mobs, but there's also loads of players coming down here, going to Noma, and they just kill them all. But they don't realise how important these are to us, and you can't blame them. You can't blame them. I'd do the same if I was them. You wonder if the Nomagon loot table counts for the mobs outside the instance. Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. I have no idea if they have the same loot table. But it would be very cool if they did. So I think the regular mobs, they only spawn in this up to this hallway. Past here it seems to be elite mobs. And there was a couple above the elevator thing as well. So these guys just got killed, so I want to see how long their respawn timer is. So we killed them at 06, because if it's like a minute or two, we just like go kill one elite or something in between, and it'd be a pretty good little farm. Oh yeah, there's one up here, like that. Oh. Oh my gosh, my bear just got crushed. Do you guys see that? Poor little guy. Oh, they have different loot tables because they're different level ranges. Yeah, that's understandable. It's a shame, but it's understandable. Crikey, there's so many people coming in here to go to the dungeon. It's actually pretty crazy. Makes me so wish that we could just join a group and run Noma. Okay, most of these things have despawned now. And I want to be here when they respawn. Because there's like 5, maybe 6 in this little room. So it's like, what, 1,500 experience for taking them all out. So we could just time their respawn, go and kill a couple of elites in between, rinse and repeat, and it'd probably be a pretty good leveling zone. So, for those of you that weren't here last time, BB Morty won our gold giveaway in the last stream, so 75 gold. The question is, have you spent it all yet? Because it has been a full, 5 days. The gnomes reclaimed Nomagon a long time ago in retail, right? So they've got the upper part of the city, but Nomagon is still a dungeon.
Hello.
It's still a dungeon, so I don't know what the lore is with the lower part of the city, whether they've just kind of given it up or what. But they've certainly got, you've actually got a gnome starting zone and a troll starting zone. They're not that far. So the gnome starting zone is still in Dunmoreau, so they just have this little part of the zone, and then you go out into wider Dunmoreau. So they don't have a true starting zone, but they have a starting zone. Which is something. It's a step up from what they did have. You put a little bit of the gold to work, boosting your crafting. Nice, but you're saving the main amount to make sure you can get the mount at 40. Yep, smart. Oh, also invested gold in making a stack of spider silk boots for the auction house. Hoping to earn some good gold selling those. Yeah, nice. I love a little crafting flip. Or just a regular auction house flip, for that matter. Alright, let's see if these ones up here are back. It's been a full 6 minutes now and they haven't respawned. Which doesn't bode well. But at least we know the amount of time, then we can just kind of time our runs through here. Sort of min-max it. They basically had to wait for all the background radiation to settle before they could start the decontamination process and reclaim it. Plus, they had all the lepinomes and trogs down there. Right, I see. So they're kind of in the process of reclaiming the sort of bottom part of the city. Yeah, I mean, it's been... I can't remember when the gnomes got their own, when they reclaimed the upper part of the city. Feels like it's been years. So I wonder what the half-life of this radiation is. Noshi, you need 100 gold for the Badlands? I do indeed. I do indeed. And I tell you what, if we were just using old zone farms, I think we'd actually be there pretty quick, to be honest. I've discovered some really good ones in our time. But I do want to at least part of this farm, or part of this, you know, sort of zone to be actually in the Badlands itself. Alright, let's kill some elites while we wait for those guys to respawn. I keep thinking these evacuees are like players or enemies. So yeah, I need 100 gold. So we got 75 gold in Elwyn Forest, which at the time I thought was pretty hard, but I think I'm going to be... I'm going to have something really to compare that to soon. Elwyn Forest is going to look like a walk in the park compared to the Badlands grind, I think. Because I think if we were just in the Badlands, if we were just level appropriate, I think it'd be fine. It's getting to the Badlands that's the problem. BB Morty, you know I have a lot of rules for the challenge. Am I allowed to shift layers to hunt for rares or find better farming spots? Yeah, so I have a rule against grouping, but that's purely just to say that I couldn't just join, you know, a big group farm or have people boost me or whatever. It's not a pure I can't join groups, because I have joined groups for certain things. I just can't farm in any groups. So if I'm in a group, I just tend not to loot anything. Is kind of the rule. So yeah, I could get like a layer invite. I suppose I could do that now, to be fair, to move between layers, because yeah, this is a good spot level wise, but you know, to be honest, it's probably, if I'm just going to be killing elites, I might as well just be in the stockades at the moment. It was the normal mobs that I wanted. The sound on my YouTube stream is too soft, you can hardly hear me. Oh. Do you mean the game music, or the voice, or just everything? Oh no, just pulled another one. It's fine for you, Arcanor? Interesting. Interesting. Badlands is like 30 plus. Badlands is 35. So the mobs are level 35. They start at level 35. Oh good, we've got a couple of enemies up. But they've taken like 10 minutes to respawn, which is not ideal. Yeah, 35. It's tough. It's tough. I want to get to about level 30, probably 31 if I'm being realistic, to actually be able to take on those mobs. But yeah, it's going to be a slow process. Yeah, I suppose we could lay a hop. We could lay a hop to get more of these guys, because these guys are perfect, to be honest. Some actual level appropriate mobs. Oh, I need to turn my pound defensive, and he's almost dead. Poor bear. He's too low level. Bye-bye. Yeah, at least I'm gaining experience. I mean, I can... you know, I could probably get to level 30 with the stockades without too much hassle. It'd just be long. A long process. Even this, to be fair, like, there's just so much content. Like, these guys are now going to go down and kill all those mobs. Because, of course you would. But yeah, unless you got somebody who's helping you out with the layer hopping, even that can take a little bit of time. So I suppose we are kind of like, we're here at peak time at the moment. Right, guys. I know you think you're being helpful, but you are not. Yeah, I think this is a really good area, and I think layer hopping's a good idea. I just think we're here at the exact wrong time, because this is like, you know, it's peak time. We're on an EU server. It's like after work for pretty much all EU countries at the moment. So there's going to be so many players coming in here. But I do think it's a good idea. Oh, in the LFG channel you can just... Yeah, I joined the LFG channel... sorry, I left the LFG channel quite a while ago, because you just get so much spam. These guys drop good cloth, though. Yeah, I just think we're here at the wrong time of day. I'm not opposed to coming here at unsocial hours. In fact, that's when I do most of my sort of grinding off stream. So we can definitely do that. Oh, you just sold the spider silk boots? So talk me through it. What kind of profit are you making on them? So I can't do it because I can't buy items off the auction house, but I'm always interested to learn of other people's gold making exploits. Oh, Arcanol, you have to make a tab that's LFG only. That is smart. That is very smart. Okay, this is a good area. I like it. Oh, perfect timing. Go on, bear. Get him. Brilliant. My repair is useless sometimes. There we go. Get this guy as well, my relic, please. So you're making about 60 to 70 silver profit per boot. They're good sellers. Okay, that's what you want. You want something that's a fast mover. Consistent profit, fast mover. That's... depends on time of day, but no boot really comes close to them in their level range. Interesting. Spider silk boots. Let's have a little look at them. Oh, they haven't respawned. Oh yeah, I was looking at some, because we got our first like silk cloths when I was in Stockade, so I was looking into tailoring crafts and working out the best sort of return on investment for doing the enchanting shuffle. So yeah, I did see these boots actually earlier. Yeah, 4 stamina, 4 intellect, 7 spirit. Wow. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, pretty much every caster at level 20 is going to want them. Nice. Bolt of silk cloth. What's a bolt of silk cloth worth? Probably about 10 silver at the moment. Medium leather is worth next to nothing. I suppose spider silk is where all the value is. Ooh. I think we'll stick with our current ones, but those are pretty good. Those are a pretty good drop. I'll go and turn this quest in, and then I'll probably carry on with the gold farming. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get some rested experience. I'm going to come back here at a less busy time of day, but I think that is a good little find. Because if we can just kill, there's like, I think about 8 of them that spawn max at any one time, so if we can just run around killing those guys on repeat, then yeah, it's a pretty reliable little farm. Appreciate the tip. I think the earliest competitive item like that is the acidic walkers from Noma. Yeah, but thing is, they're a drop, right? So I imagine they're not going to be on the auction house, and people often just want like a really good bit of gear there and then. So like classic gear, even though there might theoretically be a better item that you can equip at that level, you're going to go for the thing that you can just buy on the auction house for a couple of gold. Yeah, it's a boss drop, yeah. Yeah, exactly. So I reckon, yeah, those boots sound like a pretty reliable mover. Yeah, I got a bit of like a sore throat at the moment. Well, not a sore throat, just like it's absolutely fine, and then it'll just like my voice will just go.
Seeing you, right? Daylight's burning.
Nice. So yeah, if you hear my like voice just taper off, that's what that is. Okay. Well, I like that little area. And probably once I get another level, I'll try for tech bot. We're about halfway to level 28. It's not bad. It's not bad. But over Christmas, I'm travelling back to see family over Christmas. I'm going to take my laptop with me, but obviously I'm not going to play too much. But what will be good is that I won't play for a few days, and then I'll just have like half a level of rested experience. So I'll just go and farm a load of XP every few days. So the level up should be pretty good over the next couple of weeks, I reckon. Donamo, welcome back. Have I leveled up since I rolled Badlands? I have. I've leveled up 3 whole times, actually. So we were level 24. We're now level 27, so we've been doing pretty good. We started off by killing these ogres over in the Mogrosh stronghold. And then I went into the stockades and soloed a few of them. And we've just been trying out Noma outside the instance. So there's some pretty good mobs there that are non-elites. But the thing is, it's like peak time at the moment. Loads of people playing, so the mobs are just getting killed constantly. But I'm going to go back there. I'm going to definitely use that as a farming spot. Just sit in the middle of the living room with your family and play, they'll understand. To be fair, they probably would. They probably would understand, but right, what on earth does this do? This is a goblin transporter, but where does it take you? Problem is, I can't step on it because it might take me to a zone I haven't unlocked yet. But the chaotic part of me really wants to just step into it. Wonder where that takes you. Oh, it's just cosmetic, it doesn't... Oh, it's not a transporter, it just makes you look different, okay. Ah. Got ya. Oh, I'm a Christmas gnome. I like that. Your family sounds like good people. They are. They are. Yeah, they're pretty chill. They are pretty chill. Sometimes we'll do that if it's just like a quiet evening. Everyone will just be like in the same room but doing their own thing. So on occasion I will just take my laptop and just sit there and play. But yeah, obviously I wouldn't do that if we've got specific plans. Oh, another thing that you can do for Winter's Veil is find an inn and get some really good items. Really good items. So I think pretty much any inn, anywhere. Oh yeah, here we go. There'll be a couple of winter revelers, and there'll be some mistletoe. And you can just target any of them and do /kiss. Kiss them under the mistletoe, or blow them a kiss under the mistletoe. And they will give you an item. There's a couple of items they can give you. One of them is mistletoe. 5 of them. And it gives you, if you use this, it gives you +20 to spirit. I think they can also give you holly. I don't know what that does. But mistletoe's the good one. +20 to spirit. Which, if you think about it, my spirit's only 49. So it's an almost 50% increase in spirit. And you can do that every hour. So stock up on those, because if you're in Classic, those are really great if you're running dungeons or raids to use on like your healers. Because extra spirit is extra mana, or on your casters. So yeah, little known, or maybe it's well known, I don't know, thing that you can do there. Okay, yeah, so that's the leveling plan. I'm gonna, every few days, get a load of rested experience, farm. I'll probably farm Noma and Stockades, alternate between the two to keep it interesting. But for now, like I say, there's just so many players online that we're not really going to be able to get that much experience unless we go to the Stockades. But to be honest, it's not the most interesting grind in the world. So I want to carry on getting my herbalism and mining up, because we need them to be 150, which we're not far off actually. Not far off at all. Also, it is fantastic gold per hour. We just did a little test. And got about 16 gold an hour, which is mad. Arcanol, you're feeling really rough, so you're going to head off. You believe in me. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, hope you feel get better. Yeah, go and rest up. Yeah, you want to be feeling good for Christmas. You don't want to be feeling ill over Christmas, so yeah, rest up. Thanks for dropping in. Yeah, getting it up so I can mine in the Badlands. Morty, yeah, that's right. Badlands is iron. Yeah, you're right, for mining. So I think I can mine iron now. I think there's gold as well, which needs a bit higher, maybe 150. And then there's also herbs. There's a variety of herbs, but I know that some of them need 150 as well. But the herbs in the Badland, in Lochmadan even, sorry, over here, over on the east side of the map. So you got Briarthorn, Mage Royale, and a few Bruiseweed. The really, really good one is Briarthorn. Briarthorn is great, we don't have it in the bags, but Briarthorn is great for two reasons. Because Briarthorn not only sells well for about 10 silver each, but it also has a chance to drop Swift Thistle, about 40% chance, and they sell for about 15 to 20 silver each. So each gather is worth about 35 silver. There's not that many of them, not that many nodes, but even so, that's pretty good going. Mage Royale's okay, and Bruiseweed's okay. The others, Peace Bloom, Silverleaf, etc., not worth the time. But yeah, it is honestly incredible. And I'm gonna occasionally, I've got these sort of bound now, so I can quickly change between track nodes, track herbs. So just gonna alternate between the two, pick up some tin and copper ore, and just sell some bronze bars, and hoard some ore as well. Artem Rico, is it hardcore? In a sense, but not in the sense that you're thinking, no. So no, if we die, it's just regular WoW. We keep going, but we're doing a bit of a challenge where we're zone locked in Classic. So we have to pay increasing amounts of gold to roll the next zone. So we started off, because we are actually a dwarf, despite our winter gnome appearance, we started off in Dunmoreau, and then we unlocked Lochmadan through the random spin of a wheel, and then we unlocked Elwyn Forest. So for Lochmadan, for Dunmoreau we needed 25 gold to leave, or to unlock the next zone. For Lochmadan we needed 50, and for Elwyn we needed 75. And then we most recently rolled the wheel for the zone that we need 100 gold in, and we unlocked the Badlands. And yeah, Badlands is 8 levels too high for us at the moment, so we're alternating between farming XP and farming gold in the old zones. We can't buy off the auction house, we can't farm in groups, and we can't trade. So it is pretty hardcore, but it's not the one life hardcore that you're thinking of. Oh, you wonder if the Badlands has vendor items you can flip in the auction house. It may well do. It may well do. You know, I've actually not looked. And the reason I've not looked is because I know basically the only way to get to any of the NPCs is to just repeatedly corpse run. So I made the decision pretty early on that actually I wasn't gonna do that. I was gonna get some levels first and then go in there. But to be honest, the way it's going, we may farm the 100 gold before we get high enough level, but we're gonna try and get the level. And even if we got 100 gold before we actually properly farmed the Badlands, I would still go back there and do an episode on it, because I do think there are going to be a lot of gold farms to explore, and I don't just want to kind of gloss over that, but it may just happen slightly out of order, but we shall just see. We'll see how things pan out, because to be honest, it looks like I could just do about 6 or 7 hours of dual gathering here and make 100 gold, and we're talking trade goods as well, which is madness. Can't believe I didn't do this in the Loch Madan episode. I just thought herbs didn't sell for that much. Let's start this little timer again. So we haven't got many trade goods in the bag. Artem Rico. Anyway, this is a very hard challenge. Good luck in your very, very long journey. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, we're doing our best. We're doing our best. There's what, about 40 zones in Classic WoW? And we've unlocked 4 of them, so you know, we're 10% of the way there. If you think about it like that, it's not bad. It's only taken us about 3 months, so at this rate we'll be done in about the end of 2028. But it's all about the journey. Plus we are playing on a progression realm, so we'll have the Burning Crusade zones as well eventually when they come out, and probably Wrath of the Lich King before we're done. So that'll be pretty cool. Morty, what zone do you think is the hardest one to make gold in, if I had to guess? So the hardest zone to make gold in is going to be one where there's not a dungeon that I can solo, there's not a lot of mobs, there's not a lot of trade goods, so no sheet Deadwind. Yeah, I mean that's definitely the answer, right? Deadwind Pass, because we can't solo. Oh, there's somebody else. There's a level 60 farm in here as well. Just make sure we like run the opposite way to them. Yeah, Deadwind Pass is definitely fills all of those criteria and would be incredibly hard to make money in. Wait, the plan is so Ratrofeofanov? The plan is to farm every zone, even the Horde ones. Yep, absolutely, that is the plan. That is the plan. We're going to farm every single zone in Classic. So, zones like... I tell you what's going to be really hard, because the amount of gold goes up each time. It's probably going to be quite a while before we really make it like deep into Kalimdor. So I reckon like Mulgore is probably actually going to be the hardest. Because we're going to, at that point, we're going to have to farm like, I don't know, 500 gold. And Mulgore is only going to have it's going to be a starter zone, right? It's going to be low-level trade goods, you know, low-level greens, etc. So that I reckon is going to be really punishing. Deadwind, I mean, I don't know what mobs are in Deadwind, but Deadwind, if you're level appropriate, you know, I think there's some beasts there that you can probably skin, as long as you've got the skill for it. So at least it's got high level mobs. Like, there's not going to be that many different farms to explore, but there'll be reliable farms. But having starting zones, like you say, Morty, if you have starting zones where you've got a high level of gold you need to earn, that is going to be a killer. So yeah, I reckon, and also getting like a horde starting zone as well, where we can't do like vendor flips, we can't, nothing like that. Yeah, that's going to be really tough. But the thing that I'm already starting to see is that obviously I've got a backlog of items. So I've got a load of, especially like gear items. I won't call them transmog because they're not really in the true sense of it, but effectively transmog items that take like quite a while to sell. So I've still got a load of stuff from you know, Dunrow, Lochmadan, all the old zones that I'm still reposting on the auction house, and I'm still getting sales for. So I won't give you too many spoilers, but one of them just sold really well. So it's like, that's a nice chunk of gold that I actually farmed like a few weeks ago, but I'm now seeing a return for. So futures, that's kind of why I baked in the increasing amount of gold part, because that catalogue of goods is only going to increase as we go on. So, you know, how much gold are we truly going to have to farm in each new zone is probably less than the specific, you know, the said amount, because there'll be those, you know, sales still trickling in. But the point is really more to, I want to fully explore all of the gold farms in all of these zones. And I feel like with our current 3 zones, we've really done that. Like, we've really done a deep dive into things in Classic that people probably never really gave much thought to. You know, like spending, you know, however many hours in Lochmadan testing out different gold farms. I find that really interesting. I earned a ton with some fishing recipes in the early episodes, but you imagine viewers might have copied that and made those markets worse. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, absolutely. So the really good one was the Loch Frenzy Delight that we get here in Lochmadan. So there's a cellar on the little fishing thing down there. That, I bought it for, I think, about 4 silver. And I was consistently selling it. I reckon I sold about, in the end, I reckon I made about 15 to 20 gold just off that one item. And then obviously I put a video out about it, and however many thousands of people watched it and probably did the same. But yeah, that was mad. So I still occasionally go and buy one of those and sell it, but I'm selling it for like 30 silver now, rather than like 2 gold. So it's still an earner, but it's nowhere as lucrative as it used to be. Yeah, which is why obviously I have to do some farming off stream. for that very reason. There are certain things that don't have a high demand that I don't want to crash the market early. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you got to keep it secret for a little bit. So yeah, there's a, obviously we haven't like fully explored haven't really explored Badlands yet, so I don't need to worry about spoiling them. But yeah, when the time comes. What was mad about Elwyn is there wasn't really a farm like that. Most of my stuff was pretty reliable and well known already. Because I think Elwyn is probably the best known zone in Classic. So I could kind of just do all my farms on stream and talk about them. Because there was no real secrets, apart from maybe the magic candle, which was a bit of a surprise. Is this a PvE server? Yes, it is. It's the Thunderstrike server. So the progression regular server on Classic. And the reason we're on a PvE server is just because we're streaming. We just don't want to get griefed. It's also a pretty high population, high activity server, which we want for selling stuff on the auction house. We want lots of active players to be buying our items. It's kind of a double-edged sword. Like you've got a bigger customer base potentially, but you've also got a lot more people farming stuff. So it's a give and take. But I think ultimately it's pretty good. It means that we're not generally waiting too long for items to sell. Right. Let's run down. Let's see if these, if the Trog rares are up. Because both of them, I haven't got their good drop from either of them yet. So they both have a chance to drop a really good one-handed and two-handed mace. Which sell really well on the auction house, but I haven't had either of them drop. So we'll have a little look, see if they're up. And it means we can run a little prediction. I don't know about you guys, I love a little prediction. Those Trog rares are a pain. I tell you what, when they're like level appropriate, they really are. They really are a pain. Fantastic. Yeah, I couldn't reliably kill them until I was like level 24, maybe level 23 if I was smart. Because they've each got 2 bodyguards, and one of them can heal. Yeah. They do not make it easy. I still vividly remember in my sort of earlier days of Classic running into the one that's sort of in the little corner, the boss Galgosh guy, not knowing he was there, and then having to do that horrible corpse run from the other side of Loch Medan. Hunter, good evening, good evening. Good to have you here. How's it going? We're just trying out some trying out some different farms here whilst we level our mining and herbalism high enough to use in the Badlands. And you know what? It's turned out to be pretty lucrative itself. All great, vibing before sleep here with you and chat. Awesome. Yeah, wow. Glad to have you here. Yeah, we've been doing some dual gathering here. Did some a little while ago. Got about 5 or 6 gold in about 20 minutes, which is insane profits. Like, I've not had anything anywhere near that good. So yeah, how's things? Things are pretty good, pretty good. Just getting over a cold, but I think I'm on the mend now, which is good. Like I say, if my voice goes a little raspy or a little faint, that's why. But yeah, no, otherwise pretty good. I have a half day more of work, and then I'm off for 16 days, which is going to be amazing. So travelling back to be with family, taking my laptop, you know, I'll get some late night grinding in here and there, in between activities. Oh, you have an add-on I might like, Noshi, when I'm dual gathering, called Gathering Tracker. Tell me about Gathering Tracker. What does that do? Because I've got Gather Mate, or Gather Mate 2, which just shows me basically every node that I've ever interacted with, which is good. It gives me a rough idea. I know where to focus. I know to kind of just loop, just kind of do like figures of 8 around this side of the map. But other than that, yeah. Right, Magosh isn't up. Kevin Harper 4610. Evening, Tomlin and chat. Good to catch you live. Yeah. Good to have you here. Good to have you here. How are you doing? Me personally, I am missing my boar. No offense to Bear here, but just not as good. Not as good at tanking enemies. I miss having the charge on the boar. So Gathering Tracker gives you an on-screen display to see where you've gathered. It can integrate with TSM or Auctionator to display prices and the total gather value. That sounds pretty neat. Gathering Tracker. Okay. You can also use it for other stuff besides gathering items. Oh, that's good. It's kind of, is it a little bit like, so there's a couple of add-ons that I use in retail I know don't have a classic version. Oh, these rares aren't up. That's sad. But I have to use 2 add-ons. One of them's Farming Bar and the other is Money Looter. That kind of does the same, but it sounds like that does it all in one and for classic, which would be perfect because that's what I've kind of wanted for a little while now, but haven't been able to find. Gathering Tracker. Is it on Curse? Curse Forge, as it's now called. It is, okay, Gathering Tracker. Okay, let's I'm just gonna pull it up here while we're gathering. Yeah, that sounds good. Sounds really good. I'll tell you what would be perfect, but I don't think it's possible, is obviously I have TSM, but TSM doesn't work in Classic the way it works in Retail. It can only tell you what the price of current auctions is, like every couple of hours. So all I know at the moment is that, you know, about 3 hours ago, Major Hour was, you know, the cheapest one in the auction house was 99 copper. But I have no idea how, you know, how many are selling, what the average sale price is, anything like that, whereas TSM does have that in Retail. But I don't know if there's any way to get that functionality in Classic. Yeah, if there is, that'd be fantastic. Because that's the one thing well, that's another thing. There's quite a few things I miss from like the Retail add-on thing. But yeah, right, gathering tracker. Oh, here it is. Lets you see, okay, lets you track any items that you've gathered. Gives a price for them, also a total price for all. Tells you how many per hour of each thing you're getting. Oh, that looks really good. That looks really good. Let's install that. Now, I don't think, even if I reload, I don't think this will work without me logging out of the game, but we'll give it a go. We'll give it a go. Oh, look. I didn't know if that would work, but it did. Synergy59 just followed over on Twitch. Thank you very much. Good to have you here. Oh, and that's you, Kevin from over on YouTube. Awesome. And you just subscribed at tier 1. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate you coming over from YouTube. And appreciate the sub. That really helps us. Genuinely, because the goal ultimately is we'll be able to dedicate a bit more time to this. You know, maybe do a day less a week at work or something like that, and make some great content with the extra time. So yeah, every sub helps, so I appreciate that. Right, let's just... Oh, it did mean I lost my stopwatch. We're about 15 minutes, that doesn't really matter though. Because, actually we don't need the stopwatch. We don't need the stopwatch because we've now got this great add-on that I need to work out how to use. Is there a mini-map button? Can't see one. Oh, here we go. I like a mini-map button. We'll move Wowhead over. Okay, let's have a little look at this. Let's try out Gathering Tracker. Oh, I can't move it. Okay, I want to track Briarthorn, Swift Thistle, Bruiseweed. Not too fussed about the others because they don't really sell for much. I want to track Copper Ore and Tin Ore. Silver Ore if we can get it. And Coarse Stone. So they're all like our valuable items. So now... I mean, I'll look into all of these in depth later. I guess if we just start gathering something, if we just gather this copper ore. Okay, so it's shown the amount we've got, which is something, but I think it can also show... Can also show the price of it, right? There are more options for price and whatnot. Change the price source to see the price. Oh, price source, here we go. Now I think we can only use min buyout. I think. Because I think that's the only bit of data we have, right? Yeah, we only have min buyout from TSM. So we've got price per... So we've got 3 gold worth of materials that we've... You know, we started out with 0 about 15 minutes ago, so... That's pretty good. Oh, and the filters... And in the filters under other... Sorry, in the filters under other is... is the timer. Okay, so where's that? Where's the filters other? Oh, enable the filters. You can get to the filters from left click. Oh, other, here we go, other, right. Current gold, session timer. Cool. Right, gotcha. 4.5 minutes. Okay, so if we reload again, I'm assuming that will reset our... Was that just reset everything? Right. Oh no, it's loaded. It's cool. Okay. So that will reset our session timer. And we're going to start it off with a tin bar. Awesome. I like this. This is quite similar to a setup that I've got on retail. So that's good. So, synergy. Another thought, have I tried feathers for sale? Mages need feathers for free for... Yeah, I have actually. So where we just were, down here, there are loads of buzzards and they drop light feathers and they also drop small eggs. So that's actually a really good farm at the moment for feathers, like you say, but also because the small eggs are needed to make the Winter's Veil cooking recipes. They're selling pretty well as well at the moment. So yeah, farming the buzzards in Loch Modan, definitely a good little gold farm. Oh, I can also reset the timer on the mini-map button. Yeah, I kind of noticed that immediately after I just reloaded the game, but it's cool. It's cool, we'll roll with it. Okay, nice, that's good. I like having to not keep opening my bags. So the thing we want above all else is this, Briarthorn. Because Briarthorn gives, has a chance to give Swift Thistle. And between them, they are pretty lucrative. So, no shit, I have more data for TSM, it's just not enabled in the tooltip. Really? Tooltip settings. So, sale rate. Oh, don't tell me all this has been there this whole time. Market value. No, we want the region. No, we just want the market value. Not too fussed about the region. Let's see, real region sale averages and regional said this is what I want: region sale rate and the region average daily sold. But I don't think any of that information actually pulls through. Yeah, see, I've got it enabled, but it doesn't actually show up because I think there's an issue with, I don't know if it's the API or whatever, but TSM isn't allowed. There isn't a mechanism for it to pull the data from WoW. Is my understanding of it, but I just might not have something enabled somewhere. Synergy. It's been about 3 or 4 years since you played Classic, probably longer. Yeah, I mean, hey, it's a good time to get back into it. Good time to get back into it, but yeah, I do appreciate that Classic is quite a time sink if you want to really play it properly, which unfortunately life doesn't always enable us to do. Because so about probably 6 months ago, I'd more or less stopped playing WoW altogether, and it was only by starting doing challenges that got me back into it, and I'm having a great time. But yeah, it does, especially having like full-time job and partner and social life and all that as well. Like it's not easy to actually be able to give it the time that you want to be able to give it. Noshi, if you have any questions or suggestions for Gathering Tracker, feel free to message me. I'm always making changes to it. Oh, so this is your add-on. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, well, I appreciate that. Yeah, always appreciate the people who make WoW add-ons. I feel like it's such like a passion project. Oh, that's amazing. I can't believe I never knew about it. Yeah, I'm definitely going to play around with it more off stream, because I can see there's loads of options in there. But it's for today that's good. But yeah, I'll look into it deeper, and I will let you know. I will definitely have questions. I'm not like, I can get by technically, but yeah, not the most tech savvy person in the world. Oh, Synergy, you normally do gaming with your son. He insisted you play on a PvP server, but it ruined it for you with horde ganking. Yeah, I have had some really good times on PvP servers, but to be honest, I just tend to avoid them now, because you get a lot of people griefing, even if you're not streaming, if you're just trying to play the game. People like flying and jumping into low level questing areas, stuff like that. Yeah, kind of takes the point out of it for me. But it's cool that you play it with your son. That's funnily enough, about probably was about 20 years ago. That's how I got into WoW. As my dad was really into it. So yeah, it's a good cross-generational game. I feel like it's quite easy to pick up the basics, but there's also so much depth to it. So it's just, it's perfect for that kind of thing. So, yeah. You did just notice that the fact you reduce prices to gold values doesn't work great for classic. I will look at adding an option to display lower values in silver and copper. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. I suppose it depends what you're tracking, right? Like, if I had something, you know, if I was tracking, like, higher level transmog items, then I probably would be happy with gold. But yeah, for me specifically, most items I'm farming are like, yeah, a couple of silver or a few silvers worth. But yeah, that is a good point, because all of these look like they're not worth anything. But yeah, it's funny because I quite a while ago I started like teaching myself how to code. I'm you know, even now I'm like you know, an amateur at best, but coded a couple of like little browser games just for fun. And it's so funny when you're making something like that, because you understand it all completely, you don't really think about like how other people look at it and interact with it. And then as soon as you see someone else, like as soon as I saw someone else playing my game, I was like, why are you doing that? This, you know, why don't you do this? What, you know? And I was just thinking all that, and then it made me realise I had not made it intuitive for the player at all. But because I understood it so intimately, I just kind of overlooked it. Or just like little things were missing that you don't realise until somebody else plays it, and then you're like, oh, that seems like the most obvious thing in the world. But yeah, it's just funny having like 5 minutes of watching somebody use your, you know, your add-on, your game, anything can tell you stuff that like days of playtesting couldn't tell you. He's 30 now. We've always played him, you doing the farming, him doing the killing. Oh, that's awesome. He did IT for a degree and is now a board member for an IT company. Wow. At 30, that's very impressive. We play days at the moment. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. It's great that you still do that. Man, I need to see. I have tried. I've tried to get my dad back into WoW, because I think that'd be such a cool thing. Especially because I've been so into it for, you know, literally like 20 years. You know, on and off, not consistently, but yeah, he always says his gaming days are behind him, but yeah, it'd be cool to get him back into it, because you don't have to like run high level, you know, you don't have to be doing raids or anything like that. Just literally just leveling together. It's just a pretty cool experience. Always love seeing people use your add-on. It can tell you so much. Yeah. Yeah, it's a great source of gathering information. So, I saw on the pictures that there was like, it could tell you how many of each item you're getting per hour. So where would I find that? Because that would be good. It'd be good to know like how many of each item I'm getting. Actually, this is perfect. I was just gonna like, I was gonna go off stream and just be like clicking around every single button, but I can just ask you the questions now. This is perfect. In the settings under look and feel. Look and feel. Oh, items per hour, gold per hour. Ah, love that. Okay. I'll take the per item price off then, just so it doesn't get too far into the screen. Awesome. So, I'm getting loads of copper ore. But yeah, you can see huge amount of value there. This is, and then they reset with the timer. Awesome. Oh, I love this. I wish I'd found this like a couple of months ago. I've been like manually working this all out in my head. Fantastic. And how do I move it? This add-on's going to go crazy with the gold runs and the Badlands. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But look, we're pulling in 10 gold an hour in Loch Madan, guys. That is pretty awesome. Zeth, hi there. Hello. Good to have you. Good to have you. How are you doing? There's an unlock option in the settings. Unlock frame. Makes perfect sense. Oh, you have to keep the settings open. Right, gotcha. Gosh. I feel like, you know when you like show your grandparent or something how to use something and you just want to like grab the mouse and go, no, you just do it this way. You must be feeling that through your screen. Zeth, you doing well? Lots to do at work, so time just goes by in a flash, and that's always nice. Yeah, that is. I know some people don't, but I absolutely love a day at work when you're just like constantly doing stuff. And then you're like, oh, it's home time. Great. That was a nice productive day. Nothing worse than being bored and watching the clock. Bear needs food. Oh, he's all right now. He's all right. He is a hungry boy though. It's a good job he eats bread. It's a very convenient food. Oh, Gruely the 8th just redeemed rename my pet for 1,000 channel gold with the name Bob. So, here we go. Bob the bear. Can he kill it? Yes, he can. There you go. Gruely the 8th. Bear has been renamed to Bob. Just for you. If I ever want to track something that isn't in the gathering tracker by default, I can add any item in the game to custom filters by using the ID. That is a good feature. That is a good feature. Yeah, it sounds like you've really, it sounds like you've been working on it for a while, but yeah, you've really, it's a very well thought out add-on. I appreciate that. Synergy, you don't realise how ingrained the WoW music is until you watch a stream. Yeah. It's perfect. I don't feel like any need to add any other music to the stream. Because I just feel like WoW music just does the job so well. kind of want to kill these guys just to see what they drop. Probably could, you know. Probably could. We've got like 6 levels on them. I don't know how strong Bob's feeling. But screw it, let's give it a go. Oh, I don't want to mess up my gold per hour though. Ah, it's fine. It's fine. Right, let's kill off his bodyguards first, actually. Right, off you go, Bob. It's your time to shine. Oh, Bob is taking a beating. I thought bears were supposed to be great tanks. Okay, forget it, Bob. Forget it. Run away. Run away. I've been working on it since BFA. Awesome. Yeah, well, it shows. It shows. Because you get some add-ons where you're like, oh, it's really good, but I just wish it did this thing as well. But yeah, everything I've sort of said it does, so that's pretty good. Right. R.I.P. Bob. Nah, he's alright. He's alright. He's still with us. He's a little battered and bruised, but he's still here. So yeah, even with us not being like, you know, fully locked in, we're still looking at like, we're still looking at like 9-10 gold an hour. Which is pretty good profit. And I tell you now, this value for copper ore only going to increase. Do you know what we're missing, guys? Do you know what we haven't done for a while? Actually, we haven't done all stream. We haven't done a prediction. I don't know about you, but I love a prediction. So whilst we're doing our jewel gathering here, what can we predict? What can we predict? What's got some variability to it? Suppose we could do a prediction relating to our drops. Oh, I've maxed out herbalism. That's good. To learn the next rank. Predictive Badlands will play any part in farming the Badlands. At this rate, no. Nah, it will. It will. Yeah, literally for the the last week I haven't done any real gold farming. I've literally just been killing mobs in like the stockades and in the ogre compound, trying to get enough experience, but I needed a break from that. I think I have pretty good stamina for doing grinds, but even for me it was getting a bit much. So yeah, do not worry, we will do a full deep dive into all of the farms the Badlands has to offer. It will just take us a little longer than usual to get there. Because ordinarily, we'd roll a new zone, that's it, we'd just start farming that new zone straight away. Couple other options. You might want to keep the screen clean. There's an option to have the filter button fade out, so it can be invisible until you mouse over it. There's also an option to have the display collapse to only show the total rows, and then it will expand when you mouse over it. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. Yeah, I prefer a clean screen. I mean, it's not... It's okay at the moment with our kind of our questy and our mini-map over here, but yeah, I'll have a little play around with the... Oh, silver vein. Oh, I know what our next prediction is going to be. So a silver vein, just like any mining vein, can give you 2, 3 or 4 ore. And silver ore is, you're right Morty, worth a fortune. I've been selling it for about 50 silver each at the moment. So if you get 4 gathers on a silver vein, that's 2 gold. Which is nuts. That's crazy for like 1 gather. Or 1 node. So that's what our prediction is going to be. How many silver ore will we get? So we get 2, 3 or 4. Those are the options. So if you're on Twitch, you can bet your channel points. Are we going to get 1 gold's worth? Are we going to get 1 gold 50 worth, or are we going to get the jackpot of 2 gold? It's much more expensive than gold ore, yeah. Is it needed for important crafting levels or something? So silver ore has a lot of uses in crafting, for sure, same as gold does. As I understand it, the difference is that silver ore can be used as part of leveling mining without ever having to mine. So if you want to level mining through smelting, you can buy up all the ores in advance and then just smelt them all into bars, and that will give you skill ups, but you need a certain number of silver to do it. Plus they're really rare. I think they're more rare than gold, might be wrong. So 30 seconds left on the prediction. I'm just going to have a quick drink while you're doing that. Okay, we've got a pretty... Oh, we've got quite a split. Okay, predictions over. So we've got 45% saying 2, 36% saying 3, 18% saying 4. So, I don't know if the odds are like evenly split. I think it is just, you know, you've got an equal chance of getting 2, 3 or 4, but we'll see. How many silver ore will we get? Okay, so we know we're going to get at least 2. If we get 1, that'd be really depressing. So that's 1. Is it going to despawn after this one? No. Okay, sorry if you said 2. Is it going to be 3 or 4? Oh, the 3s have it. The 3s have it. Perfectly bang average. The result is 3. So I think there's a couple thousand channel gold going around there. So yeah, that's I got some yesterday and I put it up for just over 50 silver each, so yeah, really, really good. Really, really good. Yeah, so yeah, don't spend all your channel gold in one place. Or do. It's your channel gold, you can do what you like. Thought for a second that we had another silver vein. I got very excited. Well, that's just boosted our gold per hour quite significantly. The spider cavern at the start of wetlands used to be the silver place. Oh, I tell you what, all of the best farms in the entire game, it seems, are in the wetlands. I feel like we're really missing out. I definitely got my hopes up way too high on the last spin. So, one thing I do want to try out today, at the end of the stream, when we get there, is I want to try out the raid function. Because I've never actually raided anyone on Twitch. But I think it'd be it's a pretty cool thing to do, especially if you get a streamer who's like a similar vibe, maybe not got that many viewers. Be cool to do a raid, but I've never actually done one, so I need to work out the logistics of it. So if you got any suggestions, if you know any good worthy streamers who are on at the moment who would appreciate a raid, then let me know. And yeah, we can all head over there and share a bit of love with them once we're done. Oh, you can also change the font and colours and size. Okay, cool. Yeah, that'd be good because I like the font and the maybe I may make it like 20% smaller. But yeah, that's good. Good that you can customize it. Oh, we're up to 11 gold now. That silver ore has really pumped up the numbers. Have I done my skills yet? What do you mean, like getting my mining and herbalism up high enough? Or do you mean something else? Because if you mean my mining and herbalism, then yes, they have actually both just recently hit 150. We do need to learn the next rank of herbalism, but to be honest, there's no huge rush because we can, I believe, we can pick everything in the new zone. Niatsak, you missed the roll. What area am I in? Oh, well, I'm actually currently in Loch Madan because I need to get my mining and herbalism up. But yeah, take a guess. We had 4 options. We had the wetlands, Badlands, Westfall and Redridge. So those were our 4 options. The viewer vote was pretty biased. The wheel was 60% wetlands and 20% for each of the other 3 zones. So there was a very clear preference. Oh no, the doomsday scenario. Yeah, the roll did not go as I would perhaps have liked it to go. Obviously we all wanted the wetlands. We all wanted that. That would have been the best zone, hands down. Westfall and Redridge, perfect. Loads of farms we could have done in there. Of course we got the Badlands because, well, it's just the way it goes sometimes. So what it does mean is that we got a lot of prep to do. A lot of prep. We've got to get our skills up, which we have actually just done. But I'm going to carry on farming for a little bit because it's actually very lucrative. We've got to get our skills up, so we've done that. We need to get our level up, which we're doing slowly. Found another nice little experience grinding area that we'll definitely use outside Noma. So I gained 3 levels in the last few days, which is pretty good going. But really need to get at least 3, ideally 4 or 5 more levels. So yeah, it is the doomsday scenario, unfortunately, but we're going to make it work. We're going to power through. And we're going to have 100 gold in no time. And then we're going to fully explore all of the Badlands farms. But, not going to lie, if it ends up that we end up farming 100 gold before we actually reach the Badlands, then it's fine. We can just go to another zone first and then go to the Badlands afterwards. And just kind of, you know, almost swap it around a little bit. So, we got options. We got options. But one thing's for sure is we'll be here. We'll be chilling. We'll be gold farming. And, you know what? That ain't a bad thing in my books. Synergy, yeah, then we roll Searing Gorge. Because that is going to be on the next. That is the only zone that the Badlands has unlocked for us, is Searing Gorge. So that is a possibility, and you know what? I am fully expecting to roll it. Fully expecting to roll Searing Gorge next. I honestly believed we were going to roll Wetlands in the last roll. I really did. I'm sure people would have said it was rigged, but I don't care. I would have been so happy. But it wasn't meant to be. And we live and die by the wheel. So here we are. Back in good old Loch Madan. Appreciate the recap, no worries. Thanks for doing this challenge. It hits you right in the nostalgic feels. You haven't played since Cataclysm and you're thinking of jumping right back in. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, I'm glad you like the videos and the content. I'm having a great time doing it, so it's really a win-win. But yeah, now is such a good time, I feel, to get back into Classic. Because you've got two options. You can either just play like normal Classic, or you can join one of the progression realms, which in about a month or so will start gearing up for the Burning Crusade, which is going to be really fun. So yeah, if you join the anniversary regular server, then you can progress into TBC. So it's a great time if you feel like getting back into Classic. Yeah, I was saying earlier, probably about 6 months ago, I'd not played WoW much for quite a while. I'd kind of fallen out of love with retail. And then it was probably longer than 6 months ago, but I started playing Season of Discovery. And then I started watching like challenge videos and then doing my own challenge videos, and that's just really reignited the passion for me. Absolutely loving Classic, loving the challenge. We couldn't get out of the base or into the dungeon in Searing Gorge. Horde held the exit from the camp at the entrance to the dungeon 24/7. Oh. See, I like PvP when it's, you encounter somebody in like, a zone where both, like Arathi Highlands or Hillsbrad or something where, both races are leveling. You got like, 2 level 35s or whatever. You encounter each other in the wild and you duel to the death. I love that about PvP. That's really fun, and I think it really adds something to the game. But yeah, when you're just doing it to like grief the other side, it's just not in the spirit of it, in my opinion. Oh, and one thing that I keep forgetting to mention, but I have finally set up a Discord server. So, for a couple of reasons. Firstly, if you want to get notified when I go live, because my schedule's not super consistent at the moment. I am aware of that and trying to arrange life things so that it is. But yeah, if you want to be notified when I go live or when I'm planning to go live, and also if people just want to hang out and chat when when we're not streaming, talk about the game or talk about anything really, then there is a Discord server. It's pretty bare bones. There's a few channels in there for relevant stuff. And I've set up obviously roles and permissions, etc. But yeah, there's a link in both my Twitch and YouTube channels, like on the linked socials. So if you wanna jump in and join them, then yeah, everyone's very welcome. But yeah, I set it up like a week ago, and I just keep forgetting to mention it. But I just got a notification that somebody joined, which is what prompted me. Synergy, the PvP griefing's one of the reasons you stopped playing after the Mists of Pandaria break. Damn pandas. Yeah, I wasn't hugely into mop when it came out, but I did a pacifist challenge in Mop Classic, and I did really enjoy that, to be fair. But I suppose I wasn't really playing mop, I was just playing a slightly old version of Retail, to be honest, for what I was doing. Oh geez, our bags are full. We can delete a couple of these items that aren't really worth much. But to be honest, we've got some pretty good stuff in here. There's not much we want to be getting rid of. It's good though, because you know, we've got what, 11 gold's worth of materials in the bags at the moment. 11 gold, that's mad. That's I mean, the maths is pretty easy to do. That's 11% of the gold we need for an next spin. And we've got that in like, well, we did an extra 15 minutes that weren't counted because I reloaded. So in an hour, we've made 11 gold. Jeez. Plus we banked some stuff earlier as well, worth about 5 gold. Wow. That's quite incredible. I think we might end up getting the 100 gold before Badlands, but if that is the case, then I will fully explore Badlands, and I will probably like set an additional gold goal within there, because I don't want to just bypass the zone. I don't think that's really in the spirit of it. But if we have 2 zones that, you know, we unlock at the same time, and we're, you know, say we get a Wetlands or Red Ridge and we get enough levels to then go into Badlands properly, we can definitely do that. Because I've also had some of my, I was saying earlier, some of my backlog of items selling as well, so we're in a pretty good place gold-wise, which is quite surprising actually, considering how slow, for me anyway, the gold making felt in Elwyn. Feels like we've really picked up the pace, which is not a bad thing at all. Okay guys, so I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna do a full hour of farming, because I want to see what a full hour on the timer gets us, and then we'll start thinking about wrapping up the stream. And like I say, I wanna give raiding a go, and I don't mean in WoW, I mean on Twitch. Never done a raid before. Only really, to be honest, have a vague idea what it's about. But we can all hop over into another streamer's channel, and yeah, say hi to them and give them a little boost. So I'm just having a little look who's actually online. Now we've got a couple of options. We could go for somebody who's sort of doing something similar, or we could go for like a little streamer and blow up their channel. Up to you guys. I'm open to suggestions. Unfortunately, I don't think these functions exist on YouTube. Could be wrong, but I don't think they do. Which I always think's like a shame, because I wanna give equal love to both platforms, but obviously a lot of the like extra functionality is just on Twitch. Oh, I'll tell you who is live. Our boy Pathalerix. Now, he's not a little channel. He's not a huge channel, but he's not a little channel. But it would be kind of cool to raid him. Because I was in his stream probably a couple of weeks ago now, but he was talking about Goldlocked Classic in his stream, which was very cool. Because he's the one who inspired the challenge. So yeah, to hear him sort of talking about it in a positive way was really nice, really good. Seems like a very cool, down-to-earth guy. We may not make it to the hour if we fill up our bags. We'll see how we go. We got some things we can get rid of. We can feed some cheese to our bear. That frees up a slot. Also got some rough stone that we don't really need. Yeah, we'll get by. But yeah, it's been pretty productive this evening. Made a lot of gold. A lot of gold. I can't believe I've been sleeping on Jewel Gathering. I just saw the price of like Silverleaf and Peace Bloom and just thought, herbalism's not worth it, but geez, I should have looked at Swift Thistle and Briarthorn. Plus we discovered some nice normal level appropriate mobs in Noma, which I will 100% be going back to at some less active times. We got this cool looking add-on here that's going to track all of our farming, which is great. I don't have to keep adding stuff up manually in my head, which is good. So yeah. And we got to hang out. So, all in all, what a good evening. But we still got 7 minutes of farming, and I intend to use every last one of them. I ain't going to use it on getting this little bruise weed around the corner. "7 minutes. We can make a whole gold and then some." Which is crazy considering the Elwyn Forest was like, we averaged out at 2 gold an hour. Basically 5 or 6 times our profit making capacity. And what would be perfect to finish off this farming session would be some silver. We got one node. Do you reckon we'll be lucky enough to see another? Oh no, inventory's full. Let's get rid of some rough stone. Because tin ore is worth way more. Let's clean up this inventory. That looks a bit nicer, doesn't it? Oh, Briarthorn, yes. So yeah, Briarthorn, I've been selling it for about 10 silver, so we got, what's that, about four and a half gold in Briarthorn in this hour. At least 2 gold's worth of, oh no, 3 gold, sorry, 3 gold worth of Swift Thistle. Yeah, 3 or 4 gold of Briarthorn. Yeah, 12 gold worth of materials. That's a very good farming session. Let's see if we can put it over to 13 gold in the next 4 minutes. Might be optimistic, but we'll give it a go. All it takes is a couple of good Briarthorn gathers and we'll be there. Or a silver ore. That would push us over, definitely. Oh no, inventory's full again. Oh, it's the rough stone that's holding me back. Oh, I don't need a skinning knife. Why am I holding on to that? I haven't had skinning for so long. Okay, come on, silver ore. Tin vein, I'll take a tin vein. What's mad is that coarse stone sells for more than the tin ore does. I'm not quite sure why. Get about 5 silver for it, which is pretty mad. Oh yes, more Briarthorn. I reckon we can get over the 13 gold mark. There's another Briarthorn up there as well. Oh yes, look at that. 13 gold worth of material. And we still got a couple minutes left. Beautiful. so we're about at the hour now. We may get one more gathering if we're really lucky. But even if we don't, very good farming session. Probably made about 20 gold in this stream. 20 gold, fair bit of experience. Definitely not to be scoffed at. Oh great, a peace bloom to finish us off. Not even tracking peace bloom because it's not even worth the gather time really, but here we are. Oh, I don't even have the inventory space for it. RIP. Anyway, there we go. 1 hour of farming, 13 gold of mats. I'm going to head back to Stormwind City. And yeah, I'm going to send a load of this off to my auction household, which I'll do after the stream ends because, well, I don't want to give the name away. But yeah, so right, we're gonna try out a raid on Twitch. So if any of you guys want to hang around for a few minutes, and we'll go and share the love. Who's online? Let's have a little look.
I read the first 2 books at the time. The audacity of them the Disney.
So we got Pathalerix online. He's been online for 5 hours though. So
what Aragon?
It looks like he's still going. Oh, I just realised my desktop audio is playing, not my thing, so you can just hear me listening to his stream. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's do it. Let's all jump into Pathalerix's stream. I'm going to start a raid because I actually want to do it properly instead of us just like manually going over. I want to actually raid him because I don't actually know how it works. Here we go. Right. Okay. Pathalerix selected. Start a raid. Okay, so for those of you that want to, we're going to head over to Pathalerix's stream. I'm going to watch him for a little bit because, well, he's one of my favourite streamers. Whilst I, clear up my mailbox and I'm going to do a little bit of crafting and whatnot. But if you're not on Twitch or, you want to watch somebody else, then thank you very much for joining us today. It's been very productive stream. I've learned a lot of really good stuff from you guys, not just farming routes but also about this lovely looking add-on here that I'm definitely going to have a little play around with later. So yeah, thank you all. It's going to be a little bit hectic over the next couple of weeks because like I said, I'm traveling, so if I'm not streaming before, then have a great Christmas, happy holidays to everybody. And go with peace, friends. Let's start this raid. Oh, ready to raid in 5 seconds. I don't know what's going to happen, but here we go. Okay, 10 viewers raiding in 1 minute 16. Okay, cool. I don't know what's going to happen when I click this button, guys. I think you might just be redirected there. Hopefully gets a little notification and we can just say hi. But yeah, have a great rest of your day, rest of your festive period. See you all later. Thank you very much for joining.
100%. He has written other books, Christopher Paolini, yeah. He wrote a science one. I forget what it was called. Also, Tom and Wow with the raid. Let's go. Greetings, raiders. How you doing? Thank you for the raid. We're tuning in. You're tuning into some World of Warcraft hardcore content. So appreciate the raid, Tomlin. We're staying alive though. We're staying barely. These Murlocs are no joke, guys. Arguably, I probably shouldn't. Actually, they're like level 18, 19. Why am I doing these right now? Just finish off some classic gold.